If you think Tokyo's polite and quiet, think again, because when the sun goes down, Shinjuku becomes the wildest nightlife district in all of Japan, maybe even the world. From neon chaos to alleyway surprises, this place does not sleep. And tonight, I'm showing you everything, unfiltered, uncensored, exposed. Welcome to the Alex Travels Far podcast, where I take you around the world one adventure at a time. I'm Alex, I'm a traveler on a mission to explore the best destinations, uncover hidden gems, and dive deep into local cultures. We're going beyond the guidebooks and into the real heart of travel. So sit back, relax, and let's travel far together.
All right, here we are at the heart of Shinjuku. It's 6:04 on a Friday. Everyone's admiring the 3D cat here, all while waiting for the light to go, and here we go. Wow. This is nothing compared to Shibuya, but still a wild scene. Wow. A lot of people here. Here we go. We're navigating. I feel like most of the people are Asian, shorter, and much slower. I don't know, I guess Americans just walk faster. Wow. Can't believe I'm in Shinjuku. Wow, what 2 hours does. I was here 2 hours ago, and it was a ghost town. Now it's 6 o'clock. Let's see if we see any difference. Seeing a lot of Westerners, a lot of tourists like me, as well as locals. All right, here we are at Godzilla Road at the famous Shinjuku. Can't right out of eyesight now, but in a minute, once we cross this street, you're gonna see the Godzilla. There's this is nothing on Shibuya, but still, just an amazing scene. Lots of sights. And honestly, still is not as loud as I thought it would be. The only comparison I have is London or New York City, and it still is nowhere near as loud. Everyone's very polite here. Listen, there's not one horn. No one's honking here. And here we go. You can see Godzilla approaching. Right. There is Godzilla. We are now officially on Godzilla Road in Shinjuku. So, the atmosphere is very friendly. Seems like a lot of people wanting to get dinner, take pictures, very kid-friendly at the moment. You know, I'm going to be here for a while, so I'm going to check out the scene different at night, especially later at night. But at the moment, though, it seems doesn't seem like crazy nightlife, doesn't seem like Vegas. It just seems like, you know, really tall buildings and a lot of tourists. It's really cool. All right, here we are. Lighted up Godzilla. Man. Love it. So now you see there was that sushi place we had earlier for our early dinner. Oh, it's still empty. Maybe because the sushi chefs just scared everybody away from their very judgmental looks. All right, here we go. Ooh, watch out for the bikers. All right. So I think these girls are selling, it's like a maid cafe. I think that's what they're selling. Like, that's gotta be it. And as we approach just 1 or 2 blocks away, it almost immediately dies down. Calms down quite a bit. Alright, let's check out the Family Mart here. Might be able to want just a little bit of a dessert. Something sweet. Everybody's out taking pictures. We've got these restaurants. All right. So our strategy is to zigzag up and down. Yes. See these girl bars? Very bright. Very much don't like to be filmed, so you'll see them sometimes covering their faces with their cards. But yeah, look at this. Is kind of pictures explain itself. But see, we have these a lot of restaurants, and then here's another girl bar. You'll see like security out front, and those types of pictures. And here, so we see Godzilla Road was right that way. And we're just gonna keep on going straight. All right, so as we are walking, while I don't see anybody around, there is one very real scam in Shinjuku and Tokyo that you need to be aware of. And it's basically people that want you to follow them to a bar. So they'll come up to you and say like, hey, well, like 1,000 yen, all you can drink all night. And then when you get there, it's like hundreds of times more. Or sometimes somebody spike your drink and steal your stuff. But you'll notice that they're mostly American-speaking African Americans. And see how she's covering her face. But anyway, the scam. They're well-speaking African Americans. You'll see them. They won't be talking to me because I have a camera, but it's always they're hanging out around like Golden Guy in the main areas, and basically they'll say like, "Hey, where you want to go?" And they'll like be really friendly and tell you to go to their bar, and then they'll do their scam. So never follow anybody to a bar. There's even like security and the police will tell you. So whether it's someone I just described or anybody that's trying to get you to go to a bar, never follow anybody to a bar. All right, now here's a map so you can kind of see where we are. The main Godzilla is right there. So we are now just zigzagging to the right, and you can see the nightlife of Shinjuku does not die down. So you can see these are the kind of like nightclub areas. You see a lot of them have these types of giant billboards, very bright. And yeah. Here we go. Amusement casino bar. So these are the places that the girls were trying to get you to go back to. So you'll see like they'll pay you or they'll try to get you to go, like these bars basically hire those girls to bring people to their bars. So keep that in mind. But you'll start seeing a lot of these clubs. See on every street corner here, Sophia. It's basically like a giant nightclub, or like a building like this. You can read the signs. You got multiple floors of clubs. And you'll see a lot of tourists outside. Okay, so now we are going down a side street. We're walking towards Shinjuku Station, so closer to the action. Walked for about 10 minutes that way behind me. And but yeah, as you get down to these side streets, look at these tiny restaurants you have, and also still some more girl bars or restaurant, then girl bars, tattoo studios. Tattooing's big in Japan. And another sports bar here. Let's see. If we have a bar downstairs, bar upstairs, bar there. All right. So start noticing the African Americans standing, staring at me. Let's see if they give any weird looks. Those are the scams. So, yeah. Bars here. As you look up, you can see we have about 4 floors and more bars. We have these side streets, which you'll see are really popular. So always go down the side streets because those are where the really good bars are. All right, I've never been down these side streets before, so we're exploring them together. But these are where the really cool local small bars are. You can see, look at this tiny alleyway. This is probably the top alleyway. This is an extremely cool photo spot. I'm gonna be very quiet because I don't think they like filming here. Yeah, this is the top photo spot for Shinjuku hidden gems. Right here, when you have this soft light from these lanterns going down. And I was here earlier with a photographer, and they said they actually will come out and yell at you for taking photos. So don't want to spend there too long, but let's go down this alleyway and see what else this has to offer. All right, see, we have these like really cool small bars on the second floor. Bars here. And you can see they're very much like Golden Guy, very small, tucked away. But yes, we're in Shinjuku. And yes, let's try this alleyway. Let's see. Now we have this cool local place. Look at this bar here. Another hidden gem. Let's see. We have this place. All right. This is a mixture of a back door and also, all right, look at this small bar coming up. All right, as you can see, we tour these hidden alleyways, and look at these bars. There's like 4 or 5 people in these bars. All right, okay, 4 or 5 people. All right, and then we're back here. So this was, let's see, these alleyways are where you find the best hidden gems. You see there's another one where there's another bar down that way. There's this bar Ugala, another great one. But all right, let's make a big circle through this alleyway. I'm gonna get a boned-in chicken for 1,000. All right, grilled crow. You can eat crow here for 3,500. All right. Let's keep exploring. All right, see, and that goes there. All right, let's continue exploring this alleyway. So we went right before. So let's go left this time. Again, let's look at this local place. Okay, that is the kitchen, so let's keep going this way. All right. And now we've reached another main street. So, it just shows when you're in a major street, go down the alleyways. So, this little alleyway here just left me with some of the best, coolest, like hidden gem spots. And now 2 seconds later, look, I'm on the major road again. So keep that in mind. All right, let's just soak in the sights of where we're at. We got a lot of these nightclubs. So if you notice, there's anyone standing in the street is trying to hustle something. So you notice like the Asian people standing in the street will then whisper something only to locals or Asians, and they're trying to sell them drugs or nefarious things. So they won't say that to a Westerner, of course. So, all right. So now here we are again. So we just made one big, that was another giant mural. So getting confused by that. All right, let me, just take a look at where we're at. I need to check Google because actually all these backway alleys have got me a little confused. Okay, so yeah, we did just go in a circle. All right, there's the sign. All right, so we went down this here, looked at the giant painting. So we're gonna go down. We actually are supposed to make a right up here. Man, so many back alleys, you can get disoriented. But yeah, you'll notice the Asians standing in the street. Sometimes they'll whisper something only to other Asians, and it's always like weed or something like that. I was told by a local this, so I obviously can't understand Japanese. So that way is the direction of the subway station, so getting more and more crowded. But this is probably maybe not a hidden alley, but definitely not as popular as like Godzilla Road. So you can see we have some really cool bars. All right, so this was the alleyway that we just came from. So we were just down there. But yeah, look at this cool bar here. Yeah. And then all these cool bars left and right. All right, and then here is the side street we came from. All right. And now we're gonna walk back up the street. All right, and here we are. Look at all these bars. These are, surprisingly for a Sunday night, even though it is a weekend, they're kind of empty. They're very much, especially compared to other weekends. I've been here like a Friday night, completely different. Friday night is like none other, because on Friday nights you have all the locals that work in the skyscrapers. They get off work and they come to Shinjuku. So obviously a Friday night's gonna be more busy than a Sunday night. So all right, so here we are. We have bars down here, so we're gonna go down this side street here. I don't know if you're noticing, but take a look at those. You'll see them in the sides of my videos, maybe staring at me. But the African Americans just standing on the side of the street, they are running a scam. So make sure do not talk to them. And if you see anybody else talking to them, wave at them to no go. It's not good. So, all right, that is a alleyway I will not be going down. That was a shady alleyway. This street we have not been down, so we're gonna go straight down. And we're just trying to make a big zigzag all throughout the streets of Shinjuku. So this is a grand tour. Let's see. All right. And if you saw that Asian guy went up to other Asians and tried to sell them drugs. So we'll start paying attention to those things. All right, we have all these restaurants left and right. Oh. Had a rat that just went under there. All right. Now we are coming back to the main Godzilla Road. So there's Godzilla. So we started down that street, went zigzagging that way. So now we're going to go. I guess we just went down that street. So we're gonna go down all the way to the end, and go down another street now. All right, so now we're on the second street leading up to the famous Godzilla Road. So Godzilla Road is one to the right. So we're on the second major street. So now we're just going to be zigzagging on this side for at the moment, but as you can tell across the street there are more as well. So but we're going to do about 3 or 4 blocks to the left or right, and then we may have to do the rest another night because it could take days to explore all of Shinjuku. Let's see, this is a big bar. And right here, another cool restaurant. Let's see, it does circle around, so we will have to come back. Gotcha Bada. We have this restaurant. Let's see, we have another girl bar here. Let's see. There are a lot of those girl bars. There was a lot of those girls. So, you know, these are the places that are paying them. And you go up and they'll be like, they'll bring you, they'll walk you there. Got a theater here. Wow. Very cool. Look at this place. It's got some desserts. Very cool. All right, this bar, Sector 7G. All right. Yes. All right. So now, if you want, you got restaurants. All right. Look at these cool places, Heartbeat. So now we've hit the spot that we were, so we've zigzagged left and right. So now we're gonna go this way because, yeah, man, I just saw it. So yeah, those black guys, they go up to a lot of tourists and they're trying to get them to sell them time to go to certain bars. I don't know why the police let them do that. Anyway. Neon Philippine bar. Oh man. What? I'm just exploring. Thank you though. As you saw, one of those guys came up to me and asked what I wanted. So anyway, they speak very good English. They sound American actually, but they're not American. I think they're South African, the guy told me, but anyway. All right, here we are continuing down some of the smaller roads in Shinjuku. You see, once you get a few blocks away from the Shinjuku, it gets more and more, or the Shinjuku like Godzilla Road, it gets more and more kind of clubby as you start seeing. So kind of like what we saw before. Look, there's 6 floors of clubs and restaurants. So you can keep walking for about 4 more blocks. It gets less busy and you'll see more like nightclub places like this. All right, so this is probably the second busiest street after Godzilla Road. This is one street over from Godzilla Road. So you can see we have just restaurants left and right, Italian, pub, British pub. Wow. So we're still working on these feeder streets into Godzilla Road. can see they're still super busy with all these restaurants. So many restaurants, so many girl bars. And the restaurants are all packed. Here is Godzilla from this angle. So we haven't been up and down this street, so we're gonna do a quick loop. You see these girls cover their faces once they see me. All right, you see they're trying to reel in business. All right, so we just came from there, so we still haven't even worked. We'll have to do the second half another night because you still have to do the other side of the major intersection from Shinjuku. So this is the heart of it, but there's still a lot of side streets that we have to discover. It's already been almost about 2 hours so far just on this trip, not including the Golden Guy or not including Amiado Kazabuki or whatever. It's kind of like another Golden Guy in Shinjuku, very similar, but it's like a few rows of places. So yeah, so next, here we are. Look at these really cool local restaurants along here, but everybody comes to take a picture of Godzilla, which you probably can't see now, we're a little too close underneath it. All right, so next up what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk where for some reason all of the girl bar girls have lined the streets. There's hundreds of them. You'll see them on the left and right. I'm gonna walk slow and try to point the camera left and right. They don't like the camera, so you'll see once I'm gonna try not to be conspicuous and hold it kind of low, but you're gonna see that they're gonna try to cover their faces and stuff. But I've asked a lot of locals about these girls and what they're selling, and they're not strippers, they're not prostitutes. You're selling their company at a bar. So they're called like girl bars, and we've seen them all over Shinjuku. And basically they do dress like that, and they'll like sit with you and almost like companionship, but they don't strip or they don't do anything nefarious like that. Apparently that does happen in Shinjuku, like any red light district, but it's not like every one of these girls is a prostitute, no. None of these girls, the real prostitutes, you have to get more deep in the underbelly of Shinjuku, not on like Godzilla Road. So yeah, all these girls you're gonna see are very much just selling girl bar services. As you saw us walking around Shinjuku, there was dozens and dozens of these girl bars. So they hire these girls to stand here, and I don't see anyone actually going up to them. So I don't think they can't be successful, but they must be if they're all here. Either way, anyway, I just saw another one of these Asian people approaching. So a lot of the Asian men that just stand in the street will wait till they see like another Asian person, go up and ask if they want to like buy drugs or something like that. So that's very common. But they won't come up to a Westerner rarely, especially one with a camera and microphone. But yeah, so I'm gonna walk slow, and you can check out these girl bar girls.
Shinjuku started as farmland, but after the 1923 earthquake, it quickly grew into Tokyo's busiest hubs. Now, it's home to the world's largest train station and the city's wildest nightlife scene.
All right, just got off at the Shinjuku station and looking for the South Gate. Oops, sorry. All right, found the South Gate and good old 15-minute walk through Shinjuku. So, yeah, here we go. And right outside of Shinjuku Station, they put in some cherry blossom trees. So, yeah, that might be is this the best spot for cherry blossoms in Tokyo? Maybe. Look at the line in Shinjuku for ice cream. We got slot machine. Me Tokyo. This is how massive Shinjuku Station is. We're still walking by it. All right, so it is 10 o'clock at night, and here is Shinjuku, the heart of Shinjuku. This is Godzilla Road, so the most busy part of all of Shinjuku.
Sorry.
Excuse me? Oh, sorry. Hello, how are you? Do a suika?
Yeah. That's it, sir. You like. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
This place is packed with izakayas, karaoke bars, skyscrapers, neon-lit chaos, all crammed into a few electric blocks. Let's take a look at the map. So we're on the west side of central Tokyo, just 15 minutes by train from Shibuya and about 25 from Tokyo Station. It's a key hub, fast to get to and impossible to forget. If you're living here, it's not cheap. A one-bedroom apartment near the action will cost around 160,000 to 220,000 yen a month. That's around 1,100 to 1,500 US dollars. But for Tokyo nightlife at your doorstep, some people say it's worth every yen.
And now we are now we're on the major street here. Ooh, lamb chops. Looks good. All right, so now we're on the major street here of Shinjuku. You see, still busy, but not. See, look to my right. Oh, it's kind of busy. And then look to my left. It is the heart. That's what you're seeing. So let's keep walking towards there. Look at these giant buildings. All these are bars. All right. Got some convenience stores. Lots of bars here. Lots. All right. Man. This is like a city sky. So this is why this is the nightlife center of the world. Look at these giant buildings. Let's count how many skyscrapers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, like 16 right here on the other side of this major street. 16, how many floors each? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. About 15 stories each. So, man, we can see how many floors? 15. That is a lot of floors. So let's do some math. Let's see, we got, let's say real quickly, let's say we got 16 buildings, each with 16 floors. That's 256 floors of bars just on this major street. And you probably have half that on this side. So, you know, plus let's say 150, 400 floors of bars and restaurants just within what you're seeing all the way to the end, not even all of Shinjuku. 406 floors of bars and restaurants. And this is why Shinjuku is the nightlife center, the nightlife, the biggest nightlife spot in the world. And we're seeing it. I don't know if this is a peak night because well, actually it's not raining right now. So Friday night is its busiest. So now we're gonna make it over there, but we got to zigzag this side of the street first because maybe not be as busy as Godzilla Road, but this is still busy. All right, so right now, this is, man, just all these side streets. Look at these side streets. Man, just huge, huge, huge. Okay, so now we're backtracking. We've been here before, but we're just going to every side street. Okay. All right. So that street straight ahead right there, that's the major road into Godzilla Road. We've been down that one before. And look, this side street, and far to the left, right, lots of people. Oh man, it's a little busy. Man, I'm not walking on the right side here, but still, look at all these people. These bars all over the place, bars to the left. Wow. All right, so now we're back to the major road. Okay, so again, we're just zigzagging this side. And man, look at that side, it is busy. Now, Shinjuku, you'll notice a lot of people wearing very nice clothes. That's because there are major skyscrapers all over Shinjuku, and everybody's coming straight from work. And also all over Tokyo. So Shinjuku, again, it's all about location. It's the central hub for every neighborhood in Tokyo. So if you're meeting friends that live all over Tokyo, the most logical place to meet is Shinjuku. Let's check out this side street real quick. Tatio Station, that's a giant gaming bar. You got restaurants. Look at this girl bar advertisement here. You know what this obviously is. All right, we use that Italian bar. Man, look at this cool little spot. God. But look at the names of the stores here. We got film studios, waxing, massage clinics, so much. All right, so straight ahead is Godzilla Road with the famous Don Quixote. Okay, see this Tatio Station is like an 8-story bar. All right, so this light just turned. We're not gonna cross this yet. So we have one more block to go, but you can see the chaos of people rushing to the metro station to the left, where you're looking straight at right now. All right. right, so that is Godzilla Station behind me. Take a look. We got people on all sides, left and right. Look at all these restaurants here. Man, it is like nothing else. Look at all these, lot of girl bar advertisements, but start seeing all these restaurants and bars. And look, girl bar Milky, look behind me. All right, you can see girl bar, but like 8 stories. Look at all these lights. This is what's made Shinjuku famous all over the world. Also start noticing some of the African-American scam artists you'll start seeing on the side of the streets. Also Asian men just standing still, waiting to approach women. And then also just girl bars. So let's continue looking. As you can see, there's people all around, left and right. And then more girl bar advertisements. All right. We're gonna go up and down these major streets here. Almost inadvertently filmed looks like someone was soliciting some girls. Could tell when I showed up with the camera, he freaked out, and there's some guy, Middle Eastern guy, talking to him. But all right, this is Godzilla Row. You'll see Godzilla behind me, and the nightlife is alive here in Shinjuku. Even with the wind, it's not raining. Not raining yet. See these girl bars. You see these major streets. This is what Shinjuku is famous for. All these streets lining the road. All like streets all built down these buildings. Wow. Notice. Hello. Another looks like vlogger. All right. Look where we just came from. Nowhere else in the world. Side streets filled with people. All right, so now we are about 2 blocks from Godzilla Road, and now we are in, I'd say, nightclub, more of a nefarious part of Shinjuku. Once you leave Godzilla Road, it becomes more like what you're seeing in front, like straight ahead. It becomes, this is where the nightclubs are. All these are nightclubs. Sophia, look at this giant building, all nightclubs. They fill the streets left and right. You can see all these side streets are filled with the clubs, a lot of girl bars. All those girls that you saw all along Godzilla Road all get employed by all these bars here, and they get people to go to those bars. All right, there's Shinjuku for you. And then some batting cages. But man, it's the world's wildest nightlife, Shinjuku, Japan, on a Friday night, unlike anything else. Man, here we go. All right, and then after nightlife, people go to 7-Eleven. So gonna check out what snacks we can get here, but I did order some Uber Eats, so gonna check that out as well. But man, what a crazy night. Shinjuku, wildest nightlife in the world on a Friday night, and man,
Shinjuku after dark, total madness, and I loved every second. If you want more wild nights and real stories from Japan, hit subscribe. Until next time, travel far. That's a wrap for today's episode of Alex Travels Far podcast. Thanks for coming along on this journey. If you've enjoyed this, make sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Want more travel stories? You can find me on YouTube at Alex Travels Far Vlogs, where I share even more adventures and in-depth travel guides. Want exclusive travel tips and behind-the-scenes updates? Sign up for the Alex Travels Far newsletter You'll get exclusive vlog updates, exact Google Map locations, expert travel tips. It's free, no spam, just real travel insights straight to your inbox. Sign up now at alextravelsfar.com. Until next time, keep exploring, keep traveling, and as always, travel far.